children. Today we are going to learn chapter 5, plant reproduction. Plant reproduction is the process of producing new offspring in plants, which can be accomplished by sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction. So in this chapter, first we will learn sexual reproduction, and before that we must recollect some points from the last chapter, that is pollination. What is pollination? Pollination, we have already learned that pollination is the first step of reproduction in plants. It is the process of transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, and male cells are present in pollen grains and female cells are present in ovules of the ovule. And when these pollen grains fall on the stigma, that is called pollination. Okay. So next, most of the plants produce through sexual reproduction, and some plants produce through their vegetative parts called stem, roots and leaves. So first we will learn sexual reproduction. That one I'll explain you with the help of a diagram. I'll explain you sexual reproduction in plants. Sexual reproduction in plants occur through fertilization. Most of the plants show sexual reproduction. You know, flowers are the main reproductive part of a plant. And male gametes means male cells are present in pollen grains inside the anther, and female cells are present in the ovule inside the ovary. When pollen grains fall from anther to stigma, what happens? Pollination happens. Then stigma is the swollen and sticky part of the pistil. When pollen grains fall on the stigma releases a sugary substance and it forms a tiny thread-like structure that is called pollen tube. This one is pollen tube. This pollen tube passes through the style and reaches the ovary. From the ovary, it will go to ovule. In the ovule, female cells are there. So, this pollen tube carries male cells, and male cells reaches the ovule. In the ovule, female cells are there. This male cell and female cell fuses to form a fertilized cell that is called zygote. And the fusion of male cell and female cell is called fertilization. After fertilization, all parts of the flower except ovary fall off. Then this zygote is the fertilized cell that develops into an embryo. Then embryo further form a baby plant. The ovary develops into fruit and ovule become a seed. Now next I'll show you the structure of seed. Here, structure of a seed. A seed has an outer covering, hard outer covering, that is called seed coat. See, here it is seed coat. Inside the seed coat, a fleshy structure is there, that is cotyledon. And seed coat has a tiny hole which absorbs water. Some seeds have only one cotyledon and some seeds have two cotyledons. Seeds which have only one cotyledon are called monocotyledon, and seeds which have two cotyledons are called dicotyledons. And this cotyledon store food for the baby plant, and this baby plant grows into a root system and shoot system and then develop into a new plant. Okay, this is the structure of a seed. Next, let us see what is dispersal of seeds. Dispersal of seeds means it is the process of spreading of seeds to different places. That is called dispersal of seeds. And why is it important to disperse the seeds? It is important to disperse the seeds because for the survival of the parent plant, as well as the new baby plants, it is important for the survival of the parent plant and the offsprings. Offsprings means new baby plants. Okay, then how? Because if all the seeds fall from the parent plant to the same place, what happens? It may not get enough water, light and minerals, so the seedling may die. There is a chance of dying the seedlings. Okay, then so it is very important to spread the seeds to different places, and there are some agents to disperse the seeds. They are wind, water, animals and explosion. Okay, first we'll see dispersal by wind. Some seeds like seeds of cotton, maple and dandelion, they are small. The features, that means these seeds are small, light in weight and hair-like structures, so that it can be easily carried by wind to different places. Okay, then another one is dispersal by water. Seeds of lotus and coconut, they have spongy outer coat or fibrous outer coat. Then it can be this structure help the seeds to float on water, so easily carried away by water. They can be easily carried away by water. Then third one is dispersal by animals. Some seeds have hooks, and these hooks stick to the bodies of animals, and when they travel to different places, it fall off. Okay, then another one is some animals and human beings eat the fruits and throw away the seeds, and some animals eat the fruits along with the nuts, so it passes through the digestive system and get dispersed in other areas. Okay, examples are nuts, berries. Then last one, dispersal by explosion. Some fruits explode when it is dried. When the seed is dried, it explodes. Then due to the force of the explosion, these seeds fall on the ground away from the place where the parent plant is growing. Due to the force of this explosion, these seeds fall away from the parent plant. Examples, seeds of peas and balsam. Okay. So, in this session, we have learned the fertilization, what are the structure of a seed, and how to form the seeds and fruits. Then what is dispersal of seeds? What are the agents? Okay, hope you have understood this topic. Thank you for watching.